Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the Brad Woto stream. But first, it's time for...
What's under the orange flannel?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Time for another fantastic edition of What's Under the Orange Flannel.
Why does everything sound wrong? Does everything sound wrong to you? Oh, it's this. It's my goddamn headphones. You son of a bitch. Is it this thing? This thing. There it is. Is that it? Yeah. What's in there? Could it wobble? What could it be? Could it be that Gary's DM has cancelled again? 100% guaranteed win, I can spell. Or is it a pack of Rolos? Marker. A stick of jerky because I live in the USA. Thank you, Chado Knight. A turkey Twizzler. Paintbrush for Warhammer Minis. Chipsticks. Or as it should be called, a pepperami. Get your names right, Toodle. It's not called a stick of jerky in this country. It's called a pepperami. You goddamn disgrace. It's me, Drezina, by the way, that you called a flathead back in the day. Okay. Just ban evading. What happened here? Did you get banned or something? I don't even know who you are. Ovi Susu and FF Chen providing the sponsorship for this edition of What's Under the Orange Flannel. Thank you for the 2 years, Ovi Susu. Chen, thank you for the 49er. Guys, what's under?
Damn it.
I'm gonna try it again. It's the most impossible thing to do. Roll a pencil into a flannel, then unroll it into your hand. Yes! God! You don't know how happy I am that I didn't have to do that again. It was a pencil, guys. God damn. First try. It's old second try Braid. He's back. He's back, baby. Old second try. I was banned by Asmongold's horrible mods. Dude, how do you get banned in Asmongold's chat? How much of a fucking complete, absolute cockroach of a human do you have to be? I feel like, do you ever consider that maybe you're the problem at that point? Have you ever considered, I don't know, a personality transplant? That's unbelievable. Wow, you suck. Listen here, Dave. Fight me. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to fight Dave, no matter what he did. He could come in and kill my entire family and I'd still stand there like, I won't do it. I can't do it. You have to actively try. Yeah, what an asshole.
I won't fight my brother.
The bit where you're locking on to I was kind of hoping I could just type in "I won't do it" into Google and it would come up. When you're locking on to Metal Gear Rex, and it's just all you hear is that fucking sound of the thing going because it's locked on to what's his name, Frank Yeager, Cyborg Ninja, and he's like,
I won't do it. I can't do it. I won't do it. I can't do it.
whatever he says. Imagine going into that chat, chatting, and then chatting to the extent that you get banned for it. You've got to be such a dickhead. You can get banned for simply us misunderstanding your sense of humor in here. It's pretty easy to get banned in here, but damn. That's unbelievable. You have to fix your entire personality. Shadow Knight. Even Gary's attacking you, man, and he normally can't. He hates it usually. I've decided that I'm just going to be a JRPG streamer now, Brad. I've gone from Final Fantasy 16 to playing Final Fantasy 12. I knew you were going to play Final Fantasy 12 next because you didn't shut up about it. In fact, every time I've ever seen you play a Final Fantasy game, all you do is talk about Final Fantasy 12 the entire time. I mean, it has to be your favorite one, right? I know it's like blasphemy, especially someone who's of the older generation like we are, to not say like 4 or 6 or 7. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is your obsession with Final Fantasy 12. It's very powerful. Such a weird one for your favorite to be. Final Fantasy 7 Remake is my favorite, but 12 is a close second. No, you can't pick Remake. It doesn't count. You can't pick it. Which means 12 is number 1. I knew it. It's, that's fine. It's okay. You can have 12 as your favorite. I don't mind. It's all good. We're not friends anymore, but I don't mind at all. I don't mind. Most upset I've ever been with him, yeah. 12 is my favorite purely because it was my first. I mean, that is most people's experience, though. Usually the first one you play is your favorite one. I was never that bad, just piercing the issue, which wasn't always popular to those with power. I'm just a powerless romantic. He has very political sensitive mods. Okay, look, be honest with us. What were you talking about? I don't care about politics, so you can just type whatever it was in here that got them like so upset. And guys, remember, whatever they type in here, times it by about 50 is what they actually did or said that day. But go for it anyway. What did you say? What actually got you in trouble that was so political? I'm curious. You've piqued my interest. Luckily, I don't care about politics. I'm guessing it's probably like American politics as well, so I double don't care. My first Square game was Dragon Quest IX Cursed King. I've never played a Dragon Quest. My first Final Fantasy was 7, and I've been playing Rebirth, and I won't spoil anything, but I just did. There's like, you know when you get to, that's a spoiler, isn't it? There's no way of saying it. What I just did, I just played it for about half an hour, and it was unbelievably good. And I'm kind of not prepared for the stream this morning because I was working on non-canon stuff, and then I was like, I need a break, so I went and sat on my sofa for half an hour and then played that game for half an hour, and then I like the cutscenes ended about 30 seconds before I clicked start stream. I ran over here. Oh, it was so good. It was so far, it was the best bit of the game I've played so far. I made the mistake last night of saving like in an important moment. I kind of thought I was just like wandering around on the world map, and I wasn't. And it was the best bit. Alright, Shadow Knight got banned for saying Elon Musk was talking about people who tell other people to not have children, saying maybe they should just end their own existence instead of telling other people to do it for them. So I commented with kill yourself, banned. What has that got to do with politics? First of all, what has that got to do with politics? Second of all, you deserve to be banned. I completely agree with that. I'm guessing you got banned in here as well. Can we not just look it up, Lux? Drazina? I don't remember you being banned, but I don't know. You're not banned. Yeah, I don't remember you being banned. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty impressive to get banned in Asmongold's chat, though, isn't it? You did well. You did well. You were always kind to me. I mean, so going to kill me one day. I mean, you know, the most like, don't come to school tomorrow guy in my chat. Couldn't be happier to have you back, Shadow Knight. So great to have you back, everyone. Isn't it great? Really happy to have you back and spending time with us again in the chat room. You know, I feel like you've always been one of those people that's just piercing the issue, you know, and that's never popular with people in power. It's just never popular. You know, you're sort of a rebel, a maverick, you're on the fringes. And I would say, if anything, Drazina, Shadow Knight, you've always been sort of a powerless romantic in my eyes, and I'm really happy to have you back here in the chat room. Welcome back. Hi, Crimson Cassius, and thank you for the 77 months. Oh, the 7 Sunset Strip 77. Crimson Cassius, thank you. The purple traitor. Wombats are the only animal whose poop is cube-shaped. This is due to how its intestines form the feces. The animals then stack the cubes to mark their territory. Bullshit. Absolute pure bullshit. They do not poo Minecraft. Wombat poop square. Oh my god. They look like... what was this candy called? Resin? Right? What was it called, Tom? They look like that. It would come in a bar, but you could break them off, and they look like this. Holy shit. How's that possible? Wait, you had that, Whack? You know what that was? Wow. That wasn't an English thing? Ricin? You remember that? I used to love that. It's the closest thing we ever had to a Tootsie Roll in this country. That's nuts. Reason, is that how you said it? Yeah. Ricin. I don't know how to say it. I haven't even thought about it in a decade. Ratch was talking about this yesterday. He is a precog from Minority Report. Hi Chen, thank you so much for the sub. Can we get a sub for Shadow Knight as well? Probably one of my favourite chatters. Really glad to have him back. Really happy about it. Please don't hurt me. Woke up early this morning, which I'm always so happy to be woken up by something. Kyorki getting in there. I did it. I was the one. I did it. I was the one who gave you the. I was the one who gave you the money. The sub. Shadow Knight, please, Shadow Knight, please don't hurt me. Glitchy Wheel, thank you for the 52-monther. Did you unban all the PewDie fans? I love how people think I just ban people who are PewDiePie fans, which has never been the case. And yet, so many people still think that's what it was. They were annoying people. It's just that the Venn diagram of annoying people and PewDiePie fans, there was a huge crossover. So it looked like we were only dinging all the PewDiePie fans. But it wasn't the case. It wasn't the reason they got banned. They were just annoying people separately. And they were PewDiePie fans. There's plenty of people in here who are PewDiePie fans who are not annoying. But there was an epidemic for a couple of years there. Just don't want people thinking that like the only reason that they got banned was because they're a PewDiePie fan. No, you were banned because you're an asshole. That's the reason. Don't Don't give them this little fucking get out of jail free card. People need to learn. Cassius. Come on now. Used to call the granny cakes because that tended to be me when we got them. Those cakes that had a fern pattern on the icing that Gran would give us. No idea what that is. I love that Gary acting as if his grandma and my grandma are our grandma. We're brothers. We're cousins, me and Gary. Remember those cakes that had a fern pattern on that Gran used to give us? Oh, cousin Gary. I forgot you were my cousin this whole time. Holy shit. Whoa, whoa. So casual. Said it as if he was my brother. Oh, you remember? In the UK, you have one Gran, like Mother Earth. She just comes down from the heavens. Gran's here. You look up in the sky, like a fucking eidolon. The Queen is everyone's Gran / was.
She's dead, mate. She's dead and in the ground. She's in the ground.
Where did they bury her? Did they bury her somewhere yet? Is there like a monument to her or anything? Do you get something like that still? Does anyone know? You know who's more likely to know than people from this country? Americans. Americans love our royal family. We fucking hate them. Actually, some people in this country love the royal family, but I don't. I think they're fucking thieves. Thieves and robbers. Put an image of the cake in memes. Glad you put it in memes. Makes sense. This is what he's talking about. I mean, these just... I literally believe these were just made by your Gran. Just took that picture. Just Gary standing with his nan. Hey Brad, were you able to finish The Forest from way back years ago? Hi Sayaraka. Shoving to the front of everyone. We're having 3 conversations. I started talking about why I got up early. We were talking about the fact that Gary's Gran is my Gran. We were talking about the Queen and whether the Queen was buried somewhere. And fern cakes and Sayaraka.
Way, out the bloody way. Brad,
Hey Brad, did you finish The Forest, by the way? So random, so unbelievably random. I don't know. I don't remember. No idea. I have the most vague memory of even playing it. I feel like we played it with maybe Ven and the Fellowship, and then I think I played it with Verts a little bit. Hey, they cancelled Chaos. Let's just add a new thing in there. Hey, Netflix, stop. Stop cancelling the good shows. What do you mean you cancelled Chaos? I told you they should have done one fucking thing. What did I say, man? One and done. God, if they'd just wrapped that up at the end, it would have been a perfect show. Bastards. It's a full moon today. Thanks, Brennis. Everyone say something random. Some days I feel like I'm in here pulling teeth. Some days I feel like I'm in here and I'm too tired to come up with something to talk about, and no one's chatting in the chat room and we're just sat here in silence, and I'm like, oh fuck it, I'll just play the game. And so, some days everyone's talking about something different and I'm like, fuck. Too much stuff going on. Have you seen the new Netflix of Scott Pilgrim? No. Have you tried Conkers? To eat? No. To play with? Yes. Do you know of the old Hetty Wainthropp show? Never heard of it. Don't know what that is. All of a sudden, thank you for the 5 gift subs. You're my son. I love you. I love you. I love you with all of my heart. Next question. Do you still edit outside of your own content? The worst person on the planet? No. No, I don't. People can see the Northern Lights and they aren't in Alaska. I know. Tuesday beat you to it. What are you having for dinner, Brad? Chili. Chili, but I made it with only half the ingredients, so really it's just some meat. Some stewed meat. In space, cowgirl and doggy is the same position. Oh, I don't like that. That's true, and I don't like that at all. Do you know the Muffin Man? Yeah, it's Liam. Is mayonnaise an instrument? I don't know what that means, and I don't like it. Do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? Did Gran make the stewed meat? No, it probably would taste better if she did, but she's dead. That's reverse cowgirl, says JJ, pretending like he's ever had or will ever know the caress of a lover. Do you consider Orcish content your own content? Yes, he has to pay me royalties. Are you eating the rug when you run out of chili? I feel like that's a lesbian thing. Isn't that what it's called? Isn't that some sort of like derogatory term? Moving on. SpongeBob meme. Thank you. My chest x-ray came back chronically abnormal. Oh, well, that's just a bomb. Just a bit of health anxiety in the middle of that right there. Centaurs have 2 sets of ribs. Don't like that either. Do you deny beating your wife? No. Why do you think she's not here anymore? Wall rug. What are... Oh, this. We don't talk about this. Can I give you some props? No, because it's going to be like, the best thing you ever edited was for PewDiePie, and the best time in the history of that channel was when you was... Oh, no, I already know what you're going to type. Thank you. I'd rather not. And even if it isn't that, I don't want it. I don't like compliments. Be gone. It's my white gold tapestry. I don't know why I did this. Worm head. Whatever these muscles are called. You like bring them up. Whatever they are. Swimmer muscles.
I'm a he, a him.
Will Ratch bankrupt everyone for his Warhammer Mini painting round 2? No, he'll bankrupt himself because by the time the bankruptcy kicks in, you will have left him. We all know it. Trapezoids. Have you played the Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader game? No, Wax Steven told me I was too stupid to play it, and I agree with him. You look like Tyler 1 when you raise your shoulders. It's because he is just a set of trapezoids with a face, isn't he? Swimmer muscles, yeah. When are you announcing Rota Season 2? Well, funny you should mention Rota Season 2 because I would highly recommend that you tune in to Table Story over the next 4 to 8 years to find out. Like Steven's running it. Is Biz coming back? I don't know if we'll ever see him again. I think Biz might have moved to like a Buddhist retreat somewhere. What's your first Warhammer model going to be? I might buy a big Tau mech. The only problem with painting Tau is you have to paint them white, and I kind of don't want another white model. I want to get weird and funky with it. Well, you don't have to paint them white. Yes, you do. I do. Technically, it's one giant muscle called the trapezius that starts as an upside down triangle in the middle of your back. I told you. I told you he was one big trapezius. And now it's the Flying Graysons on the trapezius. If you want to see me and Orcish PvP, then tune in to Deathless on Sundays. Oh yeah, you can just do that. If you want to see more game-ruining, world-ending bullshit from these two, tune in to Deathless on Sunday. I want a big Necron monster. Yeah. I don't know if I really want to do Necron stuff. I'm not as interested in Necrons. I like some of the Space Marine stuff. I like some of the... God, what are they called? No, it'll come to me. Fuck. Battle Nuns. What are the Battle Nuns called? God, that's pissed me off that I don't remember. I hate my brain. Knew it a week ago. Sisters of Battle. I like their stuff. I like the Tau, but I've already said that before. Yeah. The Astartes Sororitas. I want you to edit the WoW stream of a fellow streamer's YouTube videos. Will you do it for my lust for content? No. I wouldn't do it for $1 million, and I'm not kidding. We chatting hammers? No. Ratch fucking appeared at the computer. He literally just, by pure will of force, appeared at his computer and started typing. New Table Story show this weekend on Sunday. New Table Story show tonight, the second episode of Non-Canon. I'd highly recommend tuning in. Really, it's episode 1.5. Really, tonight is just the second part of the first episode. But we can't do that with the titling, so... Brad, you said you want things to talk about. Serious-ish or goofy topics. Okay. What? I don't want topics to talk about, really. There's too many. Everyone's talking about something different. I have things that I can talk about today, and I haven't even got to it. Normally, I just talk about what happened to me this morning, and it's extremely boring. But you're actually asking me questions and being engaging in the chat, and I don't trust it. Because normally I'm just stuck here pulling teeth until something happens. I heard of a meme Warhammer faction called the Angry Marines that are just the Florida man in Space Marines of the Space Marines. That just sounds like all of them. That sounds like every character in the entire game. Favorite character, personality, and voice. My favorite character's personality and voice, but you must favorite character, but it has to be based on their personality and voice. Favorite character based on their personality and voice. Caius Ballard from Final Fantasy 13 too. Thank you, Liam O'Brien. And all of his motivation in that game. He should have been the main villain in all 3 games. Would have been so much better. Fuck off that Barthandelus shit or whatever the fuck was going on with Orphan in Final Fantasy 13. Long that all off. Bring in Caius Ballard. Start fucking with the timeline. Let's go, dude. It was so good. What was the last book you read? It's called something like A Taste of Blood or something. I'll probably find out because I got it here. Wow, it's not here. That's so annoying. Promise of Blood. Book 1. The Powder Mage Trilogy by Brian McClellan. Some Nurgle's vampire porn shit that she listens to, yeah. Favorite grilled cheese toast recipe. What the fuck does that mean? Don't you just put cheese on toast and that's it? How can there be a recipe for that? Pulling teeth, you say? Gee, sorry, well, fuck off then. Well, you're not here. That's the point that I'm making. What do you think your D&D class would be? I would guess Bard. It'd probably have to be something charisma based because I don't have an int stat. I've got like... I'm not very strong. I'm not very dexterous. I'm probably a little more dexterous than I am strong. I'm not sure. I'm stronger than I look, but I'm not strong. And I'm not that dexterous, really. I have a suspiciously high con score, but mentally, that I manually keep that con score lower. Like, actually, I have a really good immune system, and I don't get sick that often. But because I'm a hypochondriac, my con score is a 4. My int score is a 4. My whiz score is probably quite high, because I've lived a long and varied life. I've done lots of different things, and I've learned a lot of things on the streets. And my charisma score is probably quite high. So it'd have to... What's a whiz charisma based class? I finished Prince of Thorns on your recommendation. The whole thing? The trilogy or the first one? That book is amazing, Glitchy. The revelation, when you're like halfway through it, when you realise what the setting is my favourite thing. Without spoiling. Monk Druid. I'm not very nature-based. I'm a city boy. I'm from Midgar. It'd have to be a monk, wouldn't it? I've never read Murderbot. You haven't been absent from class because these mid shifts at work. Like midday shifts. There's a third-party bard subclass called Wordsmith that can... I'm not a wordsmith though. People think I am because I DM, but I'm actually barely able to string sentences together. Almost fucked up the sentence explaining it. Did we do it? Did we get through all the questions? Oh, alright, everyone give yourselves a round of applause. We did it. We got through all the questions. It took us 35 minutes. Warlock is a much better class for me. Because I would absolutely just accept external power. I never want it offered. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm more of a sorcerer though. Is chat your patron? Halfway through the second and got to a particular flashback and had to walk away. Yeah, it's good, man. It's one of my favorite book series I've ever read. Loved it so much. I'm on the third book of the second series. There's another series after that one, Glitchy, that you can read. Called a Prince of Fools, I think it's called. So good. It's also good. It's different though. I woke up early this morning to the sound of scratching at my door. Now bear in mind, I live in an apartment complex. And this was my front door here. So I was like, what the fuck is that? No one's ever... Like, that door has been knocked on twice since I've lived here. Once by my neighbour who owns the apartment ahead of me, and he was like, hey, I'm renovating this place to rent. Do you know the code for the place where that you put trash? And the second time was when a guy came in to install a thing. Right? Apart from a couple of times when people have been to deliver things. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I get up and someone has pushed a piece of paper under my door. Heart palpitations. What's happening? I was like, oh, this is going to be like a neighbour who's like pissed off with me or something for being loud, and either being loud streaming or maybe like I stomp around too much. Maybe it's like downstairs. This is going to be some sort of Karen interaction, which is going to make my life living here a nightmare. It's my like worst nightmare because it makes I live comfortably in this apartment building right now because I've not had any weird run-ins. The only kind of weird thing that happened was my neighbour's son went crazy one night, but he's got some sort of like, I don't know what it is. Maybe a learning disability. I'm not exactly sure what the diagnosis is, but he, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. It was like one night. It's not like it happens all the time. I don't care. But as soon as you have an interaction with someone, living here becomes a nightmare because you're aware of it and you're scared of bumping into them in the hallway and shit, right? I don't know if anyone else is like, I'm an OCDer, I'm a worrier. That's the kind of shit I hate. So I was like, fuck, here we go, this is it. I've pissed someone off. God damn it. I pick up the fucking paper And it's like an official printed thing that is like, someone is going to come into your house and install a fire thing. And downstairs they'd installed this big fire thing. And they're installing a fire thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And they were like, it could be any time between the 11th to the 14th of October. So please allow them access. Now, heart palpitations? Gone. Karen interaction? Whatever. But, also, they're going to show up 20 minutes from now while I'm screaming at the video game. Now I have to be like aware of the fact that someone's probably knocking on my door. Hello, hello. What the hell's going on in there? And it's me being like, this fucking monkey, jump on top of the wolf's head and eat him. You know? They're going to be like, what the fuck is going on in there? Or that, you know, I don't know. So, the most annoying thing, as soon as I have these headphones on, I can't hear anything either, so I don't know if they're like here. Also, the 11th to the 14th is mostly a weekend. Does it count? You doing this on the weekend as well, or is it just today and Monday? If so, just say the 11th or the 14th, not the 11th to the 14th.
When? Give me an exact time. I'm obsessed.
Now I have to worry about it. I'm just worried about it constantly. I'm worried they're going to show up at 6 a.m. on Monday morning. Excuse me, can we just come in? It's only going to take 15 minutes. Yeah, you fucked up my entire week's worth of sleep. The worst. The hot woman next door looking for that ass. Oh man, I wish, dude.
How would you say your mental focus is?
Terrible. Yeah, it'd be nice if it... That'd be nice. I'm just dreaming of the day that she hasn't made dinner. And she's like stressed out. She's like... Her hair's all messy and up. The baby's crying. She hasn't got time to make dinner and she's starving. And I go, don't worry about it. I cooked some chili. Swing by, I'll make you a bowl. The dream. Because then she's like, what? He cooks? It's all a trick, because it's the only thing I can cook. She doesn't need to know that. Because once she's tricked, once she's gaslit, once she's in, bam! She's making dinner. And I'm paying for it. I cooked some stewed meat 3 days ago. She doesn't need to know that part. She thinks I'm just going to whip up some fucking delicious chili out of nowhere. She'll be like, why doesn't it taste of anything? And I'll be like, oh, because I can't taste things, so I don't need to do... It doesn't need seasoning. It's just wet meat. Which is what you're going to have if you keep posting letters under my door. You could just ask her out. Hey. Has that ever actually happened in the history of all of time? No. It's the TV shows. See? These TV shows have fucked up their heads. What did I say yesterday? We were talking about this. Fucking CW. Can you imagine asking out a woman? Hi, excuse me. Pepper sprayed. Great. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Hey, do you... I have a boyfriend. Oh, fucking... God damn it. You know? 38-year-old Braid Woad has been accused of blah 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 straight away just because I was like, hey, I noticed you from... You've been following me? You've been watching me? Never. Absolutely never would I ask someone out. You're kidding me. No way. The risk is not worth it. If you can make dinner for a hot woman, you can fix an engine in a battleship. Sign up.
Royal Navy. The Royal Navy.
Them adverts that are on. It's ask someone out in person or go through the self-esteem destroying hell of dating apps. You'll never see me sign up to a dating app. There's 2 reasons I won't. 1, everyone who I've ever spoken to, who I actually respect. There are people that go on dating apps and they have a great time. And those people will never get my respect because they're a different caliber of human to what I am and what I'm used to spending time with. When you get divorced and you need a certain amount of money because you've been living a certain lifestyle, or you're a person who is one of my friends who is like, don't ever go on them. They're absolutely awful. They're completely not for us. They're not for us. They're for those people. They're not for us. They're for those people. So I know, and I know as well. No, not going to do it. Also, I feel like it would just give me anxiety constantly to just be like, you know, what the? It would just. I think it would just freak me out. The second reason is I would have to lie on it immediately and also post a different picture of myself. Not like I'm like super famous or anything, but I'm Googleable. I'm goddamn Googleable. So I would be like, hey, did you want to go? We could go and get like coffee or something. I don't know what you want to do. Something casual. And they're like, yeah, okay. How about next Wednesday? Okay, yeah. See you next Wednesday. Now they've got between now and next Wednesday to just sit and watch all of my streams. Google everything about me. Find every awful clip of every bullshit take I've ever had. All the insane shit I say that I don't mean in character on stream. You know? The version of me that they get to build up in their head and who I actually am is going to be so different. So either way, it's going to be awful. Can't do it. I'd have to delete every VOD. I don't know how I'd even do it. I'd have to scrub myself from the internet. It would be fucking awful. So I'd have to lie. But I can't lie. I hate lying. Like I like a fun little stupid meme lie, but I hate legit lying about something important. Oh, I'm a graphic designer. I'm not. I lied. Why would I lie to you know? And now I've started off the entire relationship with a lie. So I can't really ever use them. My mum is messaging me and she went, have you watched Mendes Bros Brad? I said, never heard of it, don't know what that is. And then she said, it's the riveting true crime drama that probes the lives of the Mendes brothers. Now I'm guessing, I don't need any more information, that is like a documentary about murderers. Nope, I'll never sleep again. Nope, not watching that. Not watching that. Oh, you know what else happened today? I went outside. I took my bin, took the trash out, and I went downstairs, and there was a fucking enormous police van parked right outside the building door, which, by the way, is insane. I don't know why they decided to block. Like they're pulled up on the path right in front of the building, and the building door is basically blocked. So I opened it with a trash bag and was like, what the fuck is going on? There's a forensics van over there, 2 police cars down there, police everywhere. And I went and threw my trash out. And as I was walking back, a bunch of policemen appeared. They quite literally, and I'm not kidding, teleported. It was the weirdest feeling. Like there wasn't any around. They were like not around my building. They were just around. And then I literally went into the trash thing, threw the trash in, turned around, and they were all in front of my building. Like they were waiting for me. Thought it was about me. And I was like, oh, fuck me. Has someone been killed in my building? This is gonna... I'm never sleeping again. If someone's been murdered in my building... What was I saying the other day about the fucking... The guy that leaves the fucking door open downstairs? There's a guy that just leaves the building door open, I think, because he constantly goes out and smokes cigarettes. I went down, and as I walked past the police, I was like, oh, do you mind if I... They'd already moved out of my way, but I was trying to engage them in conversation. And they went, yeah, no problem. And I went, there's not a dead body in there, is there? And I was genuinely asking, but I was pretending like I was making a joke, but I was actually checking for my anxiety. And they were like, no. In there is. And they pointed at the building across the street from me. Someone was murdered in my block. That counts. Someone died last night, dude. Someone got straight up murdered. Now there is it's like a different building. My little area is like this little, I don't know, like a crescent of buildings. There's like 5 of them. And then there's like in these buildings that I'm in are okay, but there is one that is just absolutely like the most ghetto block. Like across from me, there's a building that's not actually part of my building's area that is like just an absolute nightmare building. They're always like having parties and shit. You know, you can just tell. Everyone in there is the worst. Someone in there got fucked up. I don't know if he was joking or not though. I feel like they were like laughing and having a great time, but cops see crazy shit all day, don't they? So it's like nothing to them. But I don't know if he was joking or not. I just laughed and was like, ha ha ha. Time to leave. Liam's so desperate for me to leave. I've only just moved here and he's like, you should move out. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Oh God. It didn't cost me anything to move here. I can definitely afford to move out again. Sure. I can do that whenever. Meanwhile, I'm still just desperately trying to... I'm still on meds. I'm still on heart medication. And all my friends are like, you should do this, Brad. You should run a new table story show, Brad. We should go and do this in London all the time, Brad. We should go and paint these things, Brad. And we should do this thing, Brad. And I'm like, I should be in hospital. I should be in fucking hospital. This is a miracle that I'm doing a stream right now. Relax, Liam. But then cut immediately to me being murdered tonight in my sleep. Axe murderer makes it into my house. Liam was like, I tried to warn him. I tried to tell him. God damn it. It's really annoying because the thing with being really unwell is that you are stuck. You stop, you become stunned, and you're just stuck now, waiting to be better again. But everyone around you keeps going, and life keeps going without you, and you're just waiting. But everyone is also waiting for you because they're waiting for you to do stuff, either with them or like whatever, you know, or like come back to work, run a new table story show, Brad. And I'm like, I guess I'm not ready to, but I have to because they are carrying on. In their lives, they didn't stop for 4 months. They just carried on. And they can't comprehend that I'm still unwell 4 months later. Because it's been 4 fucking months. So I just have to carry on and do things when really I need to just sit down. Desperate to just sit down. One of the reasons I'm playing Rebirth is because I just forced myself to sit down on Saturday and take a day off and just sit feeling unwell like I should be doing. And all that happened is it massively made me behind on this week's work. So I took Saturday off and had a nice relaxing day on Saturday, but I've had to work so hard all week in the mornings setting up Cura and non-canon and some other shit. Going crazy. All the meanwhile, just desperately trying to get back on track with my own stream so I can afford dinner. Let alone fucking Warhammer. Doing these piddly little fucking 3-hour streams. Because I can't stream any longer or I'll throw up. And Liam wants me to fucking move. Dude, Liam wants me to move house. Just bear in mind, Liam made me move here. Lifestyles that are rich and the famous, they're always complaining, always complaining. Liam just has no concept of having no money. This will kill him. This will upset him so much. Just dragging my dead body around through London, yeah. Look, this is my friend Brad. There's like police everywhere. Put the corpse down, sir. Sir, put the corpse...
We're going to buy some Warhammer today, aren't we?
Fuck, man. It sucks being so unwell. I'm downing the dosage again tomorrow. The dosage goes down tomorrow. And next week is going to be real. I feel like next week is the real test. And then 2 weeks from now, I'll come off of the medicine entirely again. And that week, when is that? So Saturday the 12th, then the 19th, and then the 26th. So basically the first week of November. I need to not do anything because it's very possible I will be dying. Because if I still need the medicine, but I'm off of it, I have to write off at least a week. It takes so long because you have to wait for the medicine to leave your body, and then your body goes, oh no, we still need it, and then you feel absolutely horrendous, and I want to die, and I can't do anything. I just go, and then I have to get back on the medicine, and it takes a couple of days for it to kick back in. So that's a whole week. And I hate it. This is what I had to do a couple of weeks ago. To try and... It was the worst week of my life, by the way. That week was so horrible. Whack isn't on any medicine. And that week was horrible for Whack. And I had to do it while coming off of medicine, only to find out I'm still going through withdrawal. And still suffering underneath all of this, and then having to I had to off-board and then on-board this medicine. And then also, in the middle of that week, dead in the middle of it, on the Wednesday, Whack and PB went, hey, we need you to run a new table story show. It starts in 2 weeks. Dude, it was the worst week of my life. I was struggling so much. We had so much shit going on Table Story that week. It was horrific. I spent the whole week just a nervous shitting wreck. That week was so... Even Whack, who wasn't on medicine, who wasn't going through a withdrawal process, who hasn't been more ill than he's ever been ill in his entire life, was like, fuck this week. Dude, it sucked so bad. It's caused all of us permanent damage. It sucked so badly. I had so much to do that week. And then the week after, I was like, okay, I'm kind of back on the medicine and I feel a bit more regulated again. But then I went straight into like pre-production for a show. And it hasn't stopped. I didn't get a day off. I didn't get an hour off until last Saturday. And I took the whole day off and learned that I'm not allowed to take days off. Fuck, man. I used to tank... This would have been nothing as well. A couple of years ago, I would have tanked this like nothing. Wouldn't have even noticed it. I can't do it anymore. But I also think because I'm still kind of fucked up and I'm on this medicine just will fucking put you on your way. You just feel kind of gassed out all the time. That's what it does. Because it just slows all of your body down. Because it's slowing my heart rate down and lowering my blood pressure a little bit. So it just slows, it makes my body It gasses you out. That's what it does. It just, you feel like, you know, when you get home from the gym, or you've been for a run, or maybe you've done some sort of physical exertion, there's a point between the workout being fully over and all of like the adrenaline has left your system and you just feel like tired, and usually you start to feel like really hungry. There's that point, and then your body feels kind of hollow, and you like sit down for the first time or whatever, and it takes maybe 20 minutes, half an hour before you feel a bit normal again. That's what it feels like being like that all day. I love it. I love it so much. And Liam wants me to move house. Liam's like, you want to move across the country? Liam, I know for a fact you can't afford to move house, so shut the fuck up. Hashtag Liam wants me to move house. Alright, let's play an hour of Wukong. 2 hours? I don't know how to count. Do you reckon the intro video will play today?
Wukong touch the sky, he is fighting, big animal. Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Monkey with the stick, causing such a ruckus, jumping through the heavens, making gods piss and us. Go, go, go! Monkey with the stick, never gonna bow and boot the toe. Yeah! Through the skies, Wukong never dies. His legend's so thick, always go now. Monkey with the stick.
Monkey with a stick. I think aptly sums up the video game, the title, the game science title that we'll be playing today. I thought about it all day yesterday. I don't know if Shadow's here. He is. I thought about it all day. Shadow the Red God referring to stuff, but not by its title. Oh, Shadow. Sweet Shadow the Wreck God. I have 3 versions of what Shadow looks like and acts like in my head. I don't know which one's true. Isn't that crazy? You guys know so much about me. And even without me telling you things, you know so much about me. You can watch me moving around. You see me. You kind of, you get my accent. You get what I look like. You get the idea of, like, you know, what I'm wearing, what my personality might be like. And I have fucking no idea for you. You guys know some of my deepest, darkest secrets, and I don't even know what you look like. Shadow, okay. The first version of Shadow that lives in my head is just the most bum average guy. Just the most average dude. Probably looks like me. I get the feeling that you've got, because you've got money, you're probably bigger than I am. Either, and there's 2 versions of this as well. There's either Fat Shadow, who's just obese, like absolutely has so much money that he can afford to do nothing other than eat. And he eats and eats and eats and eats because he's got so much money he can just eat and eat and eat. He doesn't give a shit, dude. He's just an amorphous blob of a human man with a laptop sat on his gut, fully naked because no clothes will fit him. That doesn't give a shit because he's living in a penthouse suite in a Dubai fucking building. But then there's also just an absolute, like, just giant of a man, because rich people also have enough time to go to a gym, and they go to the gym all the time. And usually rich people are winning at life because they see life as a competition, because that's how, that mentality is how you become rich. So you have to turn everything into a competition. It's very narcissistic, self-important, psychopathic, sociopathic. So they go to the gym as well because they have to be the best at that physical thing. So it's possible that he has that. I feel like Shadow doesn't have that though, which is why I think he just looks like the most bum average guy. I reckon he just looks like fucking Kevin Feige. The most average man in a cap. Kevin Feige. Hey, can you draw me just sort of an average white guy? Yeah, sure. It's just Kevin Feige. But a little younger because Shadow's about the same age as me. And he just works some sort of engineering job. I don't know where he gets his money from, but it has to be something like that for him to act. Because the thing is, Shadow has a personality. So he's not... Shadow doesn't come across to me as particularly like, I don't know, engineer. He doesn't come across like he's got that kind of IT, works in IT money. But he might do. But he also doesn't come across as a complete sociopath, like oil baron type money. So it's really hard for me to sort of pinpoint him, because then it's like, well, how do you have so much money? You got a rich wife, maybe? If you've got a rich, sexy wife, what are you doing on Twitch, hanging out all day? I don't trust it. Which means he must do some sort of like IT job from home that pays a lot of money. Fucking Christ. Secondarily, his name is Shadow, the Wreck God, which means he's such a loser, dude. Like, he's named after Shadow the Hedgehog, but is like the most like Warhammer player name. Shadow the Wreck God is just so the most 90s handle. Little watches Sonic the Hedgehog, plays Warhammer, and just came into money through an inheritance or something, which honestly makes so much more sense to me. Like, he found all this money in some sort of inheritance that came down. He had some sort of rich nan. His grandma died. Shadow's got no fucking siblings, so he just got all this fucking inheritance money. So he just sits at home eating Wotsits and playing Warhammer. Like, I don't know, dude. It's something like that. The way that you type and speak in the chat room makes me feel white guy. I feel like white guy is really the only option. Now, I would also say that about Maya. So I've been wrong in the past, but you've seemed to me like you feel like a white guy to me. So I'm just gonna go with that. White cis male, born 1984. Can't remember when we figured it out the other day, but I was close, right? I wouldn't pick the name again. It was a knee-jerk reaction to not find a simple version of Shadow and refusing to be Shadow 3476. That's hilarious. Wait, Maya isn't white? Oh, Maya is definitely white. Most definitely. Oh, wait, what was I going to do? I was going to get that fire resistance thing. So, yeah, in my head, I can see Shadow. He just looks like every white guy you meet at a convention with a cap on. Like me. I look like that too. But I think he's... But it's hard. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because he's got too much of a personality to be one of these other rich guys. Most of the guys that are as rich as Shadow... Shadow might not even be rich, I don't know. But he's usually very generous with like subs and stuff. Not just here, but on Table Story, and I've seen him in other channels as well. So, like, he's comfortable. Somehow in life, he's comfortable monetarily. But usually, those guys are fucking awful people. And they either have, like, no personality and they're just really boring. Or, eventually, they turn on you. Like that one guy that turned on me and started listing my channel as a thing that he was a producer for. Because he had gifted so many subs, he was like claiming he was a producer for my channel after gifting subs. God damn it, I knew it, dude. Shadow, I knew it, dude. I didn't want to say it, but deep down, I think you know. I think between the two of us, because you know that I had to be You know I can't just be launching shit out like that, but I think that you know that I know. So stupid. The most stupid thing anyone's ever said. Inheritance money? Because the thing is, he said I was raised white, which means... it's got to be white mum, dead dad. White mum, dead dad. Change your name to that. Dude, what a fucking album title. White mum, dead dad. Just job consistency. Are you married? You must be in a long-term relationship. You got to have that two-person income. Is that what it is? The magical two-person income? I'm so sick of people who have two-person income. Single. Dude, how are you doing this? You share a house with someone? You want to move in with me? What's this person saying? Hey Brad, just came back from watching a bunch of Pewd's old videos. Do you mind answering what happened to Neclo? I don't really know how to answer it. But we just didn't do it anymore. That's the only answer I can legally give you. It's not true. It's not a legal issue. It's the only issue shut the fuck up. It just didn't happen. I'm not digging up that grave. I also didn't fall into a good deal of things that suck you out of money while young. Never drank, never smoked, no car. But what's the job then? What consistent job is it? It's not IT. Maybe it is. There's something here. Look, guys, we're getting to the bottom of something. I know that no one is interested in this and you just want me to go and fight the bear. But we're in now. And we're working out everything we need to know about Shadow. Because here's the thing. Why didn't he drink? Why didn't he smoke? What's this? What's this trauma? What's this mental health issue? There's a mental health issue here, guys. And that is the key to everything. If we can find out what that is, we will know everything we need to know about him. How does he have money? That's the key, isn't it? People reveal these little things by accident. Share your trauma with the internet stranger, Shadow, like I do every day. Okay. I've got 2 sparks, which I don't know what to spend them on. I don't want to increase crit yet. I don't care about this right now. 6 successful hits with the first 4 moves of the light effect deals. Okay, we'll take that. I can't have this. That costs 2. Fuck. Alright. I'll take it. Okay, now it also said that I can craft... armor. Silk. Where do I get silk from? Look. Silk is missing. But I did have enough silk to make one thing out of silk. No phone. Wait, where are you from then? That's not right. Can't live without a phone unless you're living in Kamchatka. You just live like a weird little monk. He just lived like a weird little monk, just living, saving his money to just fucking spend on stupid shit like spinning a wheel. Shadow the Wreck Monk. Horrible. It's so hard to say. Where do I get silk from, chat? I do meanwhile have one, but it's more of an emergency thing and for those 2-step hacks and stuff. What is he hiding? You in witness protection? There's something, dude. There's such a significant piece of this puzzle where he has some sort of weird trauma, you know? What's he hiding from? What's going on? It reminds me of that ex-girlfriend I had who wouldn't tell me her real name. We were in a relationship and she wouldn't tell me her real name. And I was like, why? And it was something to do with her mum. And I was like, I think they're in witness protection from like their dad. Because the dad was never around. And she was just so afraid to tell me anything. She was like, doesn't matter, just call me this. And I was like, we've been together for 2 months. What's your name? They wouldn't tell me her real name. Didn't know. And it was like, it was fucking crazy. They were like, they had to be really secretive about something. I'm protecting me from myself. I'd be phone zombie in no time. Okay, so he is a psychopath. Okay, we've got it. He is there. He is one of those guys who is just in competition with the rest of the world. And money and numbers and stuff matter. All right, okay, to them. Got it. We're getting there, guys. We're piecing it together. Where is this? This wasn't here before. Am I crazy? This was a doorway. Am I nuts? Right, we got it. We're figuring him out. It's just, he's just one of those guys who makes money. And this is how you make money. You just don't live. Because your brain is wired in such a way that the only things that matter are progressing your bank balance. He can just live. He wakes up in the morning. He does that fucking American Psycho shit. Where they get up in their minimalistic house. They do 7 press-ups. They have a herbal tea with, you know, AG1 in it. They take 17 precise steps to their computer and send 1 email. And then he goes and does a face mask. You know? You know that American Psycho thing? Where his routine. It's real. They're real. They're everywhere. In fact, they rule the world. If my interests were finances, I'd not throw it at a wheel on a Sunday. Yeah, but it's nothing to you by this time. That's nothing to you because you're a multi-billionaire. It's hilarious, the idea that like $5 is going to make a dent. It's the only answer. I do an average job. I just can't. He's just in. So he just lives the way that I live now out of necessity. I live off of dog food. I basically make dog food. Now you might be going, oh, it's not dog food though, is it, Brad? And then, but me and Liam had this conversation the other day where he was making like a raw diet for his dog, and he made up the dinner for his dog for that week, and then he made his own dinner, and he looked at the 2 things and they're exactly the same. It's the same ingredients and they look the same, like a chili type thing that he lives off of for the whole week. And we realized that we live on dog food. We make a batch of dog food and then stick it in little containers and eat it throughout the week. But we do it out of necessity because we're poor. Whereas Shadow does it, but why? Your family, Shadow? You close to you close to family? Oh, this is where I thought I was before. Was further back. There's nothing to fight along here. I'm also desperately looking for silk, but it feels like a specialty item. He's just a responsible budgeter. Those people piss me off as well. People who know how to budget really well. Because I'm really bad at it. I just don't understand it. Numbers scare me. I wish I was really good at budgeting. But I can't. Even thinking about it now actually literally gave me a little flutter of fear in my heart. The dog's dinner looked better than his dinner, yeah. Assuming you weren't plagued by the issues you'd have and you would just work somewhere, I think we'd have quite a few similarities. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The difference between your life and mine is that I immediately started taking drugs. Which, over the course of a decade, slowly crippled me financially, especially the back end of that. The last couple of years of that, I was buying cocaine on credit card. And by buying it on credit card, I mean I was drawing cash out from an ATM on a credit card to buy it with at 4 a.m. on a Tuesday. Which fucks your credit rating up so badly. Second, I sort of quit all of my life and my jobs because I had to get off of drugs. So I had to quit my job, which sounds insane, but is really one of the best ways to go through a sort of rehab thing, because it breaks all of your habits. You're no longer going to the same job and going on the same routines throughout the day. And if anyone who's ever had any habits, that anything, could be smoking cigarettes, breaking the habit is, I would say, probably more than 50% of the process. And so I quit my job and everything like that, and then that reset my entire life. And then I did YouTube for a long time, and you really don't make any money doing something like that. I did YouTube for 4 years, making pittance. Did we even make any money, Liam? I don't know. We didn't make it, you know, maybe a few pennies here and there. I've like really never made a huge amount of money, but if I'd stayed in that previous job, I was a junior art worker. I probably would have made it up eventually. The second thing that I highly recommend no one does is get into a relationship with someone for 10 years who doesn't pay rent. and what you want to do is you want to get into a relationship with someone and have a second income if you're going to be in that relationship for that long, if you're going to be building a life together. What you want to do is you want them to also be adding to the savings, because otherwise, when they fucking leave, right, you have no savings, which you should have had, because there should have been 2 incomes. So now you just have no savings, but you're on your own and still paying the same amount out. And that financially fucked me as well. Sue her for rent? No, I would never. Emma was a wonderful person, and she did a lot for me as a human being. Things that you couldn't pay someone to. The way that she bettered me as a human being was worth every penny, but it doesn't change the amount of money I have in the bank. Do you know what I mean? It's a weird line to be on sometimes. She was an incredible influence on me and a really supportive and brilliant person, and I'm very glad that she was in my life. But in terms of financially, she was devastating. Dude. And it's really hard to come back from. I really would love to be in a relationship with someone who provided a second income from now on, because I realize now how important that is to build through your late 20s and early 30s, to be building a stable financial foundation. And I just don't have that. So you're probably right, Shadow. We probably are extremely similar, but you just lived like a monk, whereas I lived in the whatever the opposite of a monk is, a fucking psychotic drug addict.
Coming for our master. Thank you.
I've forgotten all the controls.
Master must know of this.
Forgotten all the controls. I'm fucked. Oh my god. If you let them hit you the first time, it is the most devastating thing. You know what? I'm going back to this shrine, I'll redo it. I'll come live with you. I won't. Alright, well, thanks for getting my hopes up. It is also much worse for single people now than it was 10 years ago as well, yeah. It's pretty frightening how bad the economy has gotten. Ah. I'm essentially starting from scratch at 39 for similar reasons. Oh, it is so... God, this is so annoying. It is such a weird... place to be in. Because you feel a bit like you're 21 again, but you have none of the benefits of being 21. I remember being 21 and like moving out. You know, I was like 19, 20 when I first moved out, and you're like free and you have no responsibilities and, you know, all this stuff. But at 21, you have like your whole life ahead of you. And you've got time to make mistakes. Whereas if I make some pretty devastating mistakes now, I might not recover from it in time. I'm old, my body's battered. When you're 21, like, dude, I was fucking strutting around. I just had my dick out all the time. Just swinging around. It was latching onto shit. Like a fucking... Like, look at his tail. That was what my dick was like, walking around. Now I'm like old and knackered. I'm like, why doesn't my penis work? Where am I? What year is it? But you just can't fuck around like you used to be able to, and you're already in it. You're already in life, so you've already got all your bills to pay, and you've already got all the shit going on. Wow, this is the most annoying thing ever. I feel like I was absolutely acing this yesterday. It's because I'm trying to talk at the same time. But yeah, like, you're in life now. He's off of his little pedestal. What an idiot. First, I'm gonna go and kill this guy.
What should I do now?
Fully thought he was dead. Fully believed him to be dead. In turn, you probably had quite a spectrum of interesting things happen to you, but you had nothing happen in your life. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said earlier on, I've lived like a crazy life, really. I've done so much stuff. I've been to so many places. I've met so many different types of people. I've had so many different types of experiences. You know, from just being like a psychotic little child, teenager, doing like weird fun things with my friends Liam and Andrew, doing some like more like crazy drug-addled adventures with my other friends. Living the way I lived in my early 20s versus living the way I live now. They're two different people. I've had a huge wealth of experience. It feels like I've lived multiple lives rather than one complete life. I'm broken, my back hurts, and 4 trees just fell on my house. Fuck. Where are you? In Florida? I mean, yeah, that's the thing. And you're in it now. And you sort of can't afford to fuck it up. I remember being like 20 and being nervous about like, ooh, like, what if I get into a relationship and, you know, it doesn't work out? Now I'm like, if I get into a relationship and it doesn't work out, I'm fucked. It feels so much like there's so much more pressure around it being like correct and like whatever. Because it's like, if I do another 10 years and I'm out of it, and it, you know, this other relationship, this new relationship I'm in ends in 10 years, I'm going to be pushing 49. I'm going to be fucked by that. I'm going to be knackered, dude. I feel knackered as fuck now. And I am 38. I can't imagine what it's going to feel like in 10 years. The difference between how my body feels at like 28 versus 38 is frightening. But it, you know, like, I'm not, I don't know, the whole thing just freaks me out, to be honest. Where do I get silk? Why is no one answering me? I thought everyone knew everything about this game. Oh, the dating options are so grim. The funny thing, me and Liam talk about this all the time, dude, is that like, once you hit this age, everyone who is worth being in a relationship with is in a relationship with someone else worth being in a relationship with. right? Because they're happy and they've been together for the last 5 years, 10 years. So you're left with the dregs of society, and like picking out, finding within these dregs the other people who are like you, who've just had it unfortunate here and there, is impossible. Because they're all indoors, freaking out. I also would like, this is mental as well to say, this is incredibly revealing, but you know me, just going to tell you the truth, even though all it does is make me less money than being a fucking fat lying piece of shit like the rest of the Twitch streamers. I would like to be in a relationship with like an introvert at this point. You know, not that Emma wasn't, but I'm settled on it now. I just want to be in a relationship with like a girl who reads books. That's it. Find me a girl who reads books. I'd take a guy who reads books, but I don't trust men. Straight up. So I want to be in a relationship with a girl who reads books. And they're like my age or close enough, and they've been through life. They've probably been through something similar to me in some way. And they've done it, and they're through it, and first of all, so they understand my traumas, and two, so that they have that kind of life experience, and they just want to do their thing, and I want to do my thing, and we want to do some stuff together, and we want to live together and be just like in each other's existence, but also you leave me the fuck alone. Because I've gotten quite used to my own company, and I'm quite independent, and I'm old now, and I like the things that I do, and I want the complete freedom to be able to do that without any level of scorn or like judgment, or like, you know, these couples that are like, we have to go to bed at the same time. None of that. Get the fuck away from me with that shit. You do your thing and I do my thing. I will never judge you for whatever you're doing. You never judge me for whatever I'm doing, and we just, you know. To be fair, me and Emma had this relationship. I would just like that element of it again. But also they're just quiet and calm. And they're a quiet, calm presence to be around, because that's what I need. But they also can handle me being a fucking psychopath. Where sometimes I'm a quiet, calm presence, and sometimes I am like Donnie from the Wild Thornberries, just running around going blah, blah, blah. And accepting of one another, but also you leave me the fuck alone and I leave you the fuck alone. Do you know what else I love the idea of? Getting married, but you live in your own apartment and I live in mine. But you're married. You know these people that are like, I would never, oh my god, you have separate beds? Oh, I would fucking love marry the girl in the other apartment, but she stays there. And I can go over there and she can come over. I give her a key. You come over whenever the fuck you want. You can come over and stay in my bed. We'll sleep in the same bed if you want. I don't give a shit. But also, if you don't want to, great. Dude, here's the thing. You will never find them. They either don't exist because you've become so much more picky because you're older. So you're more picky because you won't know what you like more. Right? Because you're old now. And you have more life experience. So finding this person is insane. The insane list of what I've just come up, me reeling off all that stuff there, is insane. It's so hard to find. How do you even find that person? Even if, like, what do you? It would take me 5 years to find out if that person was that person in the first place. So what's this? What's this? Where do I find them? And how do I know it's them? Yeah, dude. But then also, the person I want enjoys their own company and reads books, which means they're never leaving their house. What am I going to bump into them at the store? No, they're not outside. I'm not doing it. I'm never going to find them because they're not around. Where am I? Indoors. I'm fucked. I am fucked. I will never find this person. It's impossible. I've consigned myself to it. It's brutal. It's so annoying. Thanks for the money, Brennus. Why did I say it like that? Thanks for the money, Brennus. Fuck's sake. Brennus. Dictate this all down in your Tinder profile. But yeah, but this is the thing. The dating app people are not... They're not like me. They're not like us. The dating app people are different people. You remember in that movie Ants? And they had two different types of ants. There were like the worker ants and then there were the fighter ants. That's what it is. They were both ants, but we're worker ants. And then there are the dating apps ants. Oh, it's so annoying. Just start stalking local bookshops and libraries. I know, you have to be one of those people. But I mean, it wouldn't matter because, I mean, how would I know? What do you mean? Like, even if I was in a bookstore and there were like 3 other people in there, how do I know which one of those is the person I'm looking for? Because I need to hang out with them for 5 years before I feel confident enough to be like, hey, look, I'm demi as fuck as well, so it takes me ages to fall in love with people because I don't even know if I like people for about 2 years. And that's like them just as a human being. I've been hanging out with them, you know, pretty regularly. Now I know that I like you as a human. Now it's going to take me another 2 years to determine whether you feel like I have any sort of romantic element of that like. And then another 2 years to fall in love. It's going to take me 6 years. How the fuck do I do that by bumping into someone in a bookstore? I'm fucked. It's so annoying. I need a do-over. I need to go back in time and have a do-over of life. A time machine is the only way to fix this situation. I'll be so old by the time I figure any of this out that it won't be worth it. My closest friend and his wife have separate bedrooms and they're one of the happiest couples on earth. Yeah, 100%. Me and Emma didn't have separate bedrooms, but we were like completely okay with the idea. We also went to bed at completely different times all the time. I actually spent, and she spent a lot of time just sleeping by ourselves because she would go to bed when I'm like waking up at like 8 a.m. She'd be getting into bed. I'd be like, hey, bye. Get on with our days. Completely fine. It's about having trust and confidence in your relationship, and that's it. People who can't do that just don't trust the other person enough. And that is the simple end of it, as far as I'm concerned. And how do you love someone? Really love, like true love. You think you love people because you watch TV and learned what it is, but love is trust. Just fully being able to trust them with anything. And it's insecurity, like those little tiny little bullshit insecurities that people have in their relationships that let them rule the fucking relationship is what makes those toxic relationships so like blatantly toxic to me. Do you still talk to Felix, Mr. Brad? No. Brad's going to start using Netflix's You as a how-to guide. That's the stalker one. I mean, that's what Annie wants me to do. I would never do it. Although I am stalking the girl down the hall. But that doesn't count. We live in the same apartment building. I can't help it. You just feel like a stalker whenever you see them. You're like, oh, I didn't... It's not like I was waiting at the end of the hall and I've been logging when you leave every day. I know you go to your spin class at 8:30, but... I just happen to be going to the elevator at the same time. I've bumped into her so many times and I feel like it's so stupid because I've bumped into other people in the building and had conversations with them. But because she's hot, it feels like I'm the guy from You. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not doing it on purpose. It's not like I'm waiting and then I bump into her. But it feels like it because I'm so hyper aware of how fucking awful men are. But I go outside at the same time every day because I meet with Liam at the same time and we usually go for a walk. So usually that's like a lot of the times the only time I go out. And I think that's around the time a couple of days a week she goes shopping. So I bump into her on the way back a lot. I'm like, fuck. It's so bad that when we got in the elevator last time, she looked at me and went, 4. And I was like, 4? because I pressed 4, but she knew that before I pressed the button, she nodded as if to say, yeah, I'm also on 4. You know, like that's what she was saying. She's like foreign as shit. Doesn't speak English. So she knows that she knew that I lived on the 4th floor. Guys, she's stalking me. It was the other way around. Because I didn't know that she lived on the 4th floor until then. I know some of you really want me to play this game and are getting really frustrated, but I'm actually very scared to fight this boss again because he's kicked the fuck out of me so many times.
The hunter has become the hunted.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just answer a couple of these questions because people are asking me shit. You guys are really talking to me today, huh? Normally you guys don't talk to me at all and I just have to make stupid jokes. Probably too personal a question, but what went wrong with your relationship with Emma? Nothing. I wouldn't say anything went wrong with that relationship. It was a great relationship. We just grew up. We were just different people. After 10 years of being in a relationship with someone, you should, and I think probably a lot of people don't, evaluate what their relationship looks like and if they've changed as people and if they've grown away from each other in that way. And I think that's really all that happened. I make a lot of jokes like, oh, she left and all that, but really we just mutually split up because we were just kind of different and we were just going different places in life and we're not really sort of in a romantic relationship anymore. We were just kind of roommates almost, and we looked at that and went, well, we can just continue doing this, but it's just insane. And I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people just stay in those dead relationships for 50 years. But yeah, I think that one of the way that I look at it is that relationship was complete. We completed it. We checked all of the extra quests. We collected every PlayStation trophy. And then we shook each other's hand. And we were like, see ya. And it was great. It was the greatest breakup I've ever experienced in my entire life. Now, did it fuck me up completely? Yes. But it was nothing to do with the relationship and nothing to do with like the normal breakup shit. Like normal breakup stuff, you're like crying and shitting yourself, like, oh, I just want her back. And I sort of had a couple of days like that. I think it's impossible not to. I just remembered something that I wanted to look at, and if I don't do it, I won't do it. Is this it? There's like a lot of stuff where some part of you will feel a lot like, you know, oh, I'm crying and I'm sad and I just what's that fucking meme where he's like, feel like shit, just want it back. But I didn't really experience that. What I did suffer was like a huge amount of fear about being alone and living by myself, and a lot of this kind of stuff that I'm talking about a lot more casually today because I'm over it, but also I'm still experiencing it. But I'm over the initial fucking existential dread psychological strike that I took, because what happened to me is I sort of went into this black hole of existential dread at sort of being alone and single and figuring out how to navigate life by myself, and I realized I'd never done that in my life and I freaked the fuck out. So I kind of have a bit of a trauma around this breakup, but it isn't really through the breakup. The actual breakup was fucking great. It was the best breakup I've ever had. We literally just, one morning, I was sort of freaking out a bit. We had a conversation and then we were like, okay, it's done. And then she was like, I'm going to get out your hair. Got out of my hair. We just sort of got away from each other for a bit. Kind of got over the weirdness of it. Met up again a few months later. Like, it was a while, but like we sort of like left each other alone for a bit just to let things settle and figure out what was going on. After we had like a whole conversation about it. And then it was like super weird when we first met up and we were like, oh, it's kind of weird and, you know, whatever. But it was immediately like fine. And now we're just friends. We're just completely fine. Like, it's not like we spend a huge amount of time. The thing is, I don't really know what she said online about it either. So I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to say anything that she doesn't want me to say about it, you know? So I'm being kind of vague, which might make it sound like I'm being disingenuous about it. And you're like, oh, secretly deep down, he's like super not over it or whatever. But it's more just that I don't really know what she wants me to say about her side of it and whatever and how she felt. But from, you know, the whole thing was like really chill. We both kind of agreed. It was just very scary and very different for a while. And then, yeah, we've just been kind of like chill the whole time. We speak pretty regularly. It's just like, usually just like meme shit. Like the other day, she messaged me a picture of a fucking rat that was from the breeder that we got our rats from. And this rat looks, I know like to some people all rats look the same, but this rat is the exact copy of Dr. Benadryl Cecil. Like, it's fucking creepy. It's like they cloned our rat. And, you know, we were just chatting about that kind of shit. So like it was like completely fine. But I think sometimes you just have to accept that a relationship is over. And I think that's what we did. It's just really weird. It's just a really weird thing to do and go through. And to just do it in such an adult way. To be like, you know, it was obviously painful and it was obviously weird and obviously strange. And there's a lot of feelings. I can, if I want, feel every emotion about it if I want to. But I know deep inside that really what we experienced was a great relationship that came to a natural end. And instead of forcing it or instead of not accepting that, I think for a little while we did, but it takes a while for these things, for you to figure out these things and to have the courage to accept them. And then we both just looked at it and went, all right, peace, see ya. That was it. Yeah, like totally over it. I feel like it was the best move. I really do. I think we would have hated each other. I think we would have been so depressed. We would have turned on each other. We would have made it so toxic, and we would have ruined something that was really special if we had stayed together. The whole thing was amazing. She was amazing throughout the entire breakup process. Left me the fuck alone. Let me freak out about, you know, all the things I was freaking out about and didn't take it personally. You know, it's not like I was like freaking out to her, but I'm sure she was like aware of some of it. And, you know, she got out nice and quick as well because she knows how to deal with me. Because we know each other so well. We know how to deal with each other's shit. So she just left me the fuck alone. She knew that I needed to just be left the fuck alone for a little bit, and she did that. Just amazing. She's an amazing person. And I'm better off for being in that relationship. In every way apart from finances. I love how Shaking Games is like, leave her flowers. No, I'm not doing anything psychotic like that, dude. That is insane. There's just a hot girl that lives down the fucking hall. I don't know anything about her. She could be awful. I might hate her. I'm not doing any mad shit like that, dude. I'm not doing any of these weird romantic gestures. I don't have that in me. It freaked me out. It would just give me I would just have such an anxiety disorder about it if I just left a vase of flowers on her door, this fucking random woman. Dude, I'd transform into that actor. No, that's psychotic. I'm not doing it. But it would give me an anxiety disorder, waiting to hear some sort of response. Leave a message written in my own blood, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what we did. Relationship platinumed. Yeah, 100% run. And one of the things that helped me figure out that was hearing someone mention that, and this is good breakup advice, I think, for other people. If you break up with somebody and deep down you acknowledge that it was over for whatever reason, even if it hurts, if you consider it as a relationship that's completed rather than, you know, like a breakup, it does feel better. And it's a great way to look at it, I think. If you just sort of try and keep the positives only. And it was a great relationship. There was only positives that came out of it, apart from my bank balance. Apart from that bank balance, you know. And she's doing great. She's living her life, doing great, you know. Alright, here we go. What is this? other thing I've got. Pissed, he moved. I've got a right trigger and left. What's this? Fuck, that's left trigger. I'm really fucking around now because I don't know how to do this. What is that? This was my trauma about being alone coming to get me immediately after the breakup, and everyone thought it was about the breakup and that I was sad about my breakup, and it was nothing like it at all. It was just pure weird existential dread trauma. This whole run is a bust, by the way, because I fucked around so much at the beginning and still don't know what that move does. But we're going to use it for practice. Trapped on the rock. He isn't doing that, like, fucking unbelievably annoying move. Completely forgot this happened. Oh my god. I need you to stop just so I can fucking breathe. Come on, don't miss. Oh, you son of a bitch. Jumped into it. Oh, I wish I knew what that little move did. So I could tell whether it was worth doing. The hell does this do? Stamina. Recover. Please. Oh my good god, dude. The lack of stamina for the whole last bit there was horrible. First try, it counts. First try of the day.
Cunning wretch! Well, spare your sorry life for today! Fortune is no longer on your side! No one will come to your aid. All I need is to take it elsewhere and rebuild everything anew!
Literally bearer of flame, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Great sage! Oh, pardon me, young sage. Mercy, young sage, have mercy. I was just a pawn of the Celestial Court. If given a choice, who dared to challenge the mighty wrecker of the Celestial Palace?
His words ring true. No matter how daring he was, he had not the nerve to harm the great sage. There must be someone else pulling all the strings.
Exactly, and this thing is eerie. I had no idea how to make use of its power. Except to enshrine it up there, tricking lesser Yaoguais into offerings. If you pardon me, I'll go back to Guanyin to atone for my actions and be put back on the engaging band. You will never see me out there anymore.
Oh, ignore his nonsense. Go now, little monkey. Go and retrieve the great sage's relic.
A fucking cool looking bird, look at him. He's double pupiled up. I don't know what they're saying at any point, Maya. I just assume I don't know anything about the mythology though. What is happening now? What is this? Was that him?
莫等闲，一生功名情如烟，最后人物在少年，最是一火情失眠，谈真挚，看见。
Too much power for him to control. Oh shit. He becomes the flame bear. And turned into the fucking Jinchuriki or whatever. And Guts was there as well. What were they called? The Jinchuriki? Jinchus?
Master, it still puzzles me. A monk's lust for gold should be quelled. Why does Elder Jinchi still cling to that one Kasaya?
Bereft of that Kasaya, how shall they show the world their ties are cut and their lust is quelled?
Chapter 1, Black Cloud, Red Fire, concluded. Dude, that was cool as shit. What the hell was that? They're the Elder Jinchi and the bear you just fought.
Across
streams,
over hills and through the black wind.
It's like they're speaking in Shakespearean English but Chinese, yeah.
Wolves howl, snakes wind, flames lick, and the smoke blinds. Stumble on the lesser, lame.
It was his greed
crash before their betters
that destroyed him, and
with such clumsiness, what destiny do you claim? As the small fish catches its prey, the bigger lurks behind. Who is the bigger fish? I can't see it. As for the prey and the small fish,
like, where's Wally?
They are swimming everywhere.
Ah, there's so many chapters there are. Man, this game's gonna get really hard, isn't it? The animation is made from one of the local animation studios the devs cooperate with. They just went down the street and found an animation studio. That's crazy. Yeah, that was cool. That was a cool... I didn't expect that. I still don't really understand anything about what's going on. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what a Kasaya is. I don't know... I don't even know the story of Journey to the West well enough to understand what this game is even about as a sequel or whatever it is. Is there any silk in here? Oh yes, 2 bits of silk, baby. Let's go. Chapter 2, Yellow Sand, Desolate Dusk. You can find the anime story in Journey under the portraits of the Elder Jinchi and Guangxi, but just that, or is there other ones in there that are hidden? We are actually in a desert. Monkey with a shamisen. Oh, it's just a headless man. The way they made the tapping of the foot be on beat as well. Oh fuck. I'm riddled with arrows. That was sick.
I reckon I got an idea why you've come here, my friend.
Yes, Maya's Scottish accent.
Haste makes waste. I'll lend you a hand.
The magic bard.
Watch your step, eh? Get more shots and you'll be high and dry.
Who riddled me with arrows? I go in this water? They're still on me. Is that you? Did you kill me? You won't kill me again. Won't get fooled again. Ugh. You're a lizard. No, you're a rat. What is that? Skaven.
That's us, the Skaven is here. This is a Skaven.
Maya, you didn't tell me you got a voice acting gig in this. Is this a Skaven level? Oh my god, it's a Skaven level. Couldn't be happier. I fucking love the Skaven. Where are you, you little shit? The song was dope. Lemmy wings came to the stomach pad. How or why they thought to pair the bard's voice with that Scottish accent is beyond me. Yeah, I know. He honestly should have just spoken Chinese and had it be subtitled, regardless of what localization you picked. Or I guess he's singing in Chinese. Give him a Chinese accent. He could always have just done that. Lamb brew. Iron brew. It's that guy's Scottish iron brew.
Oh, you found my Scottish iron brew. Oh, is that lamb brew? Oh, you know what they do with lamb brew, right? You brew it with some iron and it tastes like iron brew. Oh, it's delicious. Have a little wee go.
The song style is from the north part of a province. The province has a shape that looks just like the UK, north of the UK, hence Scottish. Alright, that's cool. Still sounds weird, but it's cool. I understand the reasoning. I do that with D&D all the time, right? I do stuff like that, where I purposefully put a little thought into thinking some bullshit like that. No one ever asks me about it. No one ever picks up on it. And maybe they will, maybe they do in the future, and I've forgotten by the time the question comes through. However, what people do is pick up on the one time that I don't do that. So I just have like a Chinese song and the guy has a Scottish accent because I just improvised it or made it up on the spot. And they're like, hey Brad, did you, what was the inspiration behind having the guy sing a Chinese song but have a Scottish accent? And I have to just go, there wasn't one, I was just freaking out and I just had to come up with an accent on the spot. And it pisses me off because usually I put lots of thought into those things and no one ever cares or notices. And I always get asked a question when it is nothing, some element that I have not thought about at all or entirely improvised on the spot. I'm just fucking panicked with an accent. Anyway, if you like D&D, I'm playing D&D tonight on Table Story. I'm running a campaign on Tuesdays and I'm running a campaign on Fridays. The Friday one is far more chaotic and improvised than the Tuesday one, but this, well, the first two episodes of this are a little bit more thought out. We'll see. You can tune in and check out the second episode of Non-Canon tonight. This will be the second episode. What animal are you? A skinless rat. Skinless, hairless. Here's something behind me. What is that? Why does it sound like an ooze? Oh, it's a frog. Bullywug. So heading over to Table Story if you like D&D or you want to see me DM something. I've got lots of shows on there that I've DM'd in the past. There's a YouTube channel you can watch all the playlists on if you want. Got them in podcast form on all your favorite podcast platforms. If you want to listen to a podcast version of them, I highly recommend it. Lots of different DMs, lots of different casts of players, of different streamers from all over the website. Some of them really good streamers and some of them shit ones like Maya. Oh god. Another big frog. The Cura Roundtable discussion list is sorted in every NPC accent discuss. There's only 2 NPCs in the entire game. One of them's Gollum and the other one's Scottish because they're dwarves. Fuck me. You know what? I can turn into stuff too. You know what? Why didn't it work? My armor works really well in water, you dickhead. Does it feel like I'm glitching around? Electrifying the whole water. Whew. What does that other thing do down there? The right trigger and L thing that I was doing in the last match. I literally... Not like this. He's got the iron fist glow in his throat. Why does it keep unlocking? Fucking hell. Stay fucking still. Oh, this is impossible to avoid. Oh. I'm dead. Fuck. Jumped into one. I thought there wasn't one there. Damn. Still don't have internet or water at home. I'll have to catch up on Table Story at work next week. That's no excuse. I'm afraid that's no excuse, is it? I'm afraid that's no excuse. Go kill these Skaven again.
And ready.
You know what? I'm gonna kill these fuckers first. Luckily, I am a monkey. I think it would be better if you could climb like a monkey in this game, wouldn't it? Instead, I assume we get a flying nimbus eventually. Where did he go? Did he follow me off the cliff? Is he dead? Where is he? Oh, there he is.
King's gift!
There's nowhere to rest, is there? There's no shrine to reset before I fight the frog again. Unless maybe it lets me. Great, that hurt. Can I rest here? Fuck. You fucked up, boy. You done fucked up now. You done fucked up now, boy. You ain't expect a boss battle before you get a save point.
Do.
You done fucked up now, boy.
Unending boon be ours!
No backseating. I already saw it. Said something about a bridge. Something about a bridge. Before I jumped down there, I was going to go and explore this whole area anyway. I'm sure I would have found it, since I'm guessing he was saying there's a shrine over that bridge. I've only recently started watching regularly again. Did you get rid of Hickey? No, I think I'm very grateful to Hickey, because they seem to have just fucked off all on their own. Oh, he's sulking again. What did you do? You did something in here? Or in another channel? Because of the 72-hour timeout? But he came back after doing one and was completely fine. I don't know. Oh no. Oh my god. The Mushroom Man lives again. trapped against the wall. You gonna explode? No. I mean, no great loss. The dream has finally come true. There's the shrine. But first we must defeat Master Splinter.
We are in dire times.
Very good, very nice. Okay. We have a shrine now. First of all, I want to craft my silken armor. Damn it. Right, this is the one we want. This was the one. Deals damage to the enemy but crashing immobilization, but this is actually better. Ebon gold silk robe. The ebon gold arm guards. And the ebon gold gaiters, but we need more silk for it. Always with the silk. What were those other ones? Silk. But there's also weapons. This one. Aha. So we can go down this way. This is attack goes up and the crit chance goes up. Considerably increases the critical hit chance of the unveiling strike of Cloud Step. Okay. Didn't know it was even doing that. Still don't know what any of the stuff means in the whole game. And the Lamb Brew. Each sip instantly recovers 20% of maximum health. For a brief moment after, slowly recovers 25% of maximum health. And this one gives you more instantly, but it's only 36% and it increases poison resistance. I mean, the Lamb Brew seems better, doesn't it? This one has like a little point on it. It's the soak, okay. I'm patient enough, right? Right. I'm a patient person, right? Got 2 points to spend. I don't know what any of this means. Okay. Cloud Step. And immobilize. Evanescence. Bring me to... When the enemy is immobilized, the moment they attack extends the immobilization duration and massively increases the damage they take. Stagnation. Hitting an immobilized enemy with the light attack slightly extends the duration of the next immobilization. I mean, this seems great, though I will never do it. I still don't know what any of this means. I can do thrust stance now. I'm taking it. Switching to thrust stance allows the destined one to charge by holding heavy attack while remaining stationary. Upon releasing heavy, the destined one can execute a swift thrust at an enemy in the distance. Yes. I have become more powerful than you could ever imagine. Oh, what is happening to my game? Do you see that? No, it's my screen. Ugh. The game's going nuts. It's like flickering. Considerably increases focus gained upon consecutive light successful attacks. Upon successful hit with Unveiling Strike, the cooldown is massively reduced, considerably increases. I want this one. The Craving Eyes. The game's fucking completely freaking out though. I'm gonna restart. Because something has gone wrong.
Born from a stone hide, Wukong touch the sky. He is fighting, big animal. Go, 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 monkey with
It didn't look fucked up on the game capture, but it did on my screen.
Golden staff in hand, leap into his land. He can fly on his cloud. Go, go, monkey with the stake, crossing such a ruckus, jumping through the heavens, making gods piss and fuss. Go, 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 monkey with the stake, never gonna bow and put the toe.
Music videos. Oh, this is a music video?
Bravery untold, he is a monkey.
Dude, the bit of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that I played this morning is living rent-free in my brain and I can't shift it. It was so good. I will say the word Gongaga and you will know what I mean. You've played it. Yes! Relive again. Okay, time to fight that frog. Let's go kill a frog. Will there be a fave intro vote like the game vote at the end of the year? I mean intro song? Yes, Gary. We do it every year. Unless I've quit and got a job at Burger King by then, which is very possible. It is very possible. Oh yes, the Gongaga reactor scene, I'd guess. Me trying not to spoil it for everyone. Theory. Oh, the bit when all of this happens and spoils it immediately. Why do I even bother? Can you fuck off? Oh, it did it, but it didn't freeze him. This is bullshit. Oh, I also don't know what that other thing does. Totally not a spoiler. Totally is a spoiler. 100%. Anyone who hasn't played the game now knows that something really cool happens at the Gongaga reactor. That's why I limited it to just the word Gongaga. Try and reduce that. But now, I remember why I never speak online. Fuck, you're supposed to avoid that. Dude, I hate this guy. No idea what that does. Can I get back up there? No. The old second try. Spoiler guys, call she happens in 7 Rebirth. Well, I mean, the game wasn't guess what happens. I said something happens in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Gongaga. Those that know will know. It wasn't guess it and provide more detail to spoil it even further. That wasn't the game. Even though you think that's what the game was. There's a reason I specifically limited what I said, believe it or not. Otherwise, I would have just said it, wouldn't I? Fucking tornado, maybe we should move. Where is that? I feel like we've had enough of tornadoes this week. I don't think we need another one. Thank you, Black Myth Wukong. Thanks very much. Christ.
You come at a good moment.
Looks
One
like
of my
that
formulas
disgusting
was
little
swallowed
fox
by a
meme.
Petty frog.
Cracked fox.
Stay and help. A deity like myself will not short you.
A deity. What does he want?
Oh, how wondrous! You come
I'm gonna draw a Simba on the wall.
Man follows earth, earth follows sky, sky follows Tao, Tao follows nature. These common pills, I grant you. Hereafter, you may craft more yourself at the shrines. I must retrieve a furnace forthwith. Pray forgive my departure.
Evil repelling medicant. I want to get back to that shrine, but not sure if progressing. Nailed it. Goodbye, Glitchy. I know the rules. Tab's still open. No, you don't need to do that anymore. That was just for that one day. Thank you, good night, bye-bye. I mean, I don't know what any of this shit does, so I'm not gonna waste the ingredients on it. It's exactly the experience I'm having, Boston. I don't know anything about what the fuck is going on, but I enjoy it. Sandgate Village. This is gonna suck. Okay, now. fuck this. How do I get up there and get him? You don't? God, that's annoying. Right, I'll fight you here then, bruv. Come on. And now what? Can I, like, destroy this? Come on. Let me destroy this and drop them. There has to be a way to get them. Fucking Skaven, dude. Fuck that part of the game.
Guard the gate and check every house. There's a bounty for that traitor.
Oh, it's you. You're from the West Country, are you? We got a bounty on this here traitor.
Unending move.
You're a big boy, aren't you? From the West Country. All that margarine. Check this out. You're two heads. I'm a big boy and all when I want to be. You like that? Fucking hell, what the fuck was that? He's got 3 heads. No, he's got 2 heads. Fuck. Drink the thing quick. It takes so long to register hitting L1 in this. It's probably the thing that annoys me the most. In Dark Souls, you're just like, bleh, straight away. In this, I'm like clicking it 50 times before like it registers. You have to be like fully stopped, I think. Fuck those guys. Not dealing with that.
My step will be. Is he gone? He was just like a weird little mini sub-boss type. Oh no, there he is. He destroyed this entire thing last time. Laurel buds. You got some buds.
shortcut. Press triangle because it's triangle to open doors in Final Fantasy VII, and I've been playing that, and my hands don't know how to switch between
Son,
two
I
PS5
hear
games.
you loud and clear.
That's your son?
How can I not know your sufferings? But before our master returns from the valley, we've got to tough it out. Tough it out to survive. The lads went out to see the altar the other day. Said it's stinking worse than ever. And covered in bones. Not from men or livestock, but littered in the remains of our kin. Curse that furry jackass! Ooh, just wait. Wait until Master hears about this! Hush! Hush,
Shame an ogre.
Our restoration. We can't say it out loud now. Oh, your poor brother hadn't... What's that smell?
Where's the smell of
fresh meat?
fresh meat?
Delivering itself all the way to this dump for our lunch.
Crying. He's the king. Oh my god, they're wrecking me up. Oh my god, they're absolutely wrecking me.
Catch me!
Sonic booms. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Christ. Fuck. Oh, I don't have to kill the other one. That was piss easy then. Surely there's a second phase. No, because it would have happened, wouldn't it? Spent that whole time like, fuck, I've got to do a whole other one. There's going to be some other thing where they combine or some shit.
Comes that
classic Scottish accent again.
你瞧那树北到家让情，可怎么就落得个子王府逃死不寒？
Well, that guy really needs some head. Shut the fuck up, Wax Steven. Shut the fuck up. Use tally. Acquired sternness of stone.
都爱挺厉害，偏偏破梦敲不开。生逢奇数比日月，三位妙法掌三海。要想解那荒漠书经，必须要得心不口令。一个不够凑一双。
What's that? A testicle? A loose testicle.
那送来父母不是也得上。
That I haven't got the energy to fight him, have I? Gone the wrong way. You've gone the wrong way. Wondered if it would do something. He was up on this penis statue, wasn't he? Telling me that's not a penis. Come on, guys. It's a chode. There's a fucking thing here. That's the Bezos rocket. Is that a rocket in your pocket? Laurel buds. Using the gourd moderately increases damage reduction for a short time. Oh yeah, dude, that's way better than poison resistance. I've mostly upgraded the light attack because I'm not really sure what any of the other stuff does, and I'm using the light attack a lot, so slowly as I osmose more understanding of the game, I might shift them around, but for now I'll just go with what I know and continue on. Forge onwards until ultimately figuring out what I'm doing. Let me try and kill this guy without conceding any damage. Okay, immediately conceded damage. Okay. That move, though, the final finisher thing hurts a lot. It takes quite a while to get to. What am I looking at? What are you? You're just a bloke. A desert echidna. See how much damage that did? It's crazy. He's in a mask. It's a wolf or a rat. I love that respecking is free and dying doesn't ruin your entire life every time. Fright Cliff. It's spoopy season here at Fright Cliff. an Alan Wake location. Oh, here's a bit where he just lays down. What is that? That is so gross. The most SCP looking shit ever.
Your soul is mine.
Buddha's eyeball. What the hell is happening here? What is this game fucking about? I don't really know, but I enjoy jumping around with a stick, and when it gets longer and that. What is coming out of the ground? What is that? What is coming out of the ground? Oh, for fuck's sake. Where, who? Wukong. What the hell is happening here? What is coming out of the ground? Was that half of a testicle, or am I just losing my eyes? I think that's called blind. I'm guessing I have to kill this motherfucker before I can touch that.
Oi, lad, come here, will ya?
Who's that?
Back off. All there.
Is this New Game Plus? Nope. It is the first time I'm playing it, which is why it says in the title, first play. I can't see the title because I'm on mobile. Fine. Then what's the bloody point of having it, Twitch? Oi. Oi, 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 lad. Homelander done nixed me son and bollocks me master. You're all fucking welcome. Who was talking to me a second ago? I'm trying to find Testicle Paul. He was up there, I think. There's Testicle Paul. No, it isn't. I mean, it is a testicle. It isn't the guy I was looking for. There's another one that was spitting at me over here somewhere. And I made it my life's honor to find him and destroy him. How do you like the game so far? I'm really liking it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I don't know anything about what's going on. There he is. Where is he? Oh. Oh, you broke him out of the ground. Wow, that hurts so much. Does that stack, I wonder? Wasn't there another one down here? This is where I was at. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fight me in here then at least, so I don't have to deal with the spitter. He says, immediately pushing him back in. Yeah, I feel comfortable with the fighting. I've sort of done most of the bosses pretty comfortably, but I don't know if that's going to change as I progress. A lot of these games start off like that, don't they? I like how everything looks. The opening cutscene was dope as shit. But I really have absolutely no idea what the fuck is going on. I know nothing about this mythology. But I dig it. I dig everything I'm seeing. Have you played any Total War games? I played Total War Rome 1 like 20 years ago, whenever the fuck it came out. And I've played Total War Warhammer 3. 2? Whichever one was the newer one that came out a year or two ago. What the hell is happening here? What is coming out of the ground? And why is everybody backseating even though it says that I don't want you to on the screen? I don't need any help from you. If I do, I'll fucking ask. Nobody said that you should help me, and I don't think I need it, so please go shove it up your ass. Oh, fucking legs 11, look at him. No backseating, thank you very much, I don't need it. I'll ask if I want it. I don't know what these are doing every time I collect one. Those are Hulk Hogan's legs. I like this song, This Ain't Co. What? Justin, are you okay? Do we need to call someone? I meant I like the song you sang, and then you said no backseating, and I said this ain't Co because he lets his people backseat. Okay, well, let's not mention that streamer ever again in here, thank you. Sit down. What is that? Legs. I am new to Twitch. What does backseating mean? Just no telling me what you can do. Like, you were trying to help. Just, I don't... I'll ask if I want help with the game. Oh my god, the fucking Hulk Hogan legs.
It is Orbus. Orbus lives again. Beware the Orbus. Beware, for Orbus lives within you. Orbus is watching.
Orbus just sounds like something I made up in D&D, and you know it does.
Beware as you enter into the cave. It was once home to the deity Orbus.
You know it does, Orbus. Thank you for the money. The other one came alive. Oh, shit. Fuck you! I transform. I have transformed into Kakashi of the Sharingan. He does absolutely no damage to these guys at all. And they don't inflame. Lesson learned, I guess. Then fine, I will transform into Big Man, who also does no damage to them. Fine, I will make you stand still and hit you with my strongest attack. The final strike from the light attacks. Oh, they just strong as shit, huh? Christ. Fucking drop kicks, dude. Oh, he was like a mini boss. That's why he was bullshit.
The tag team champions.
Hi, Rin. How do, lad? How do? Maybe you should turn on the damage numbers. Why? That's coming to life. I can target it. Don't trust that. I hate that I can target that. But it didn't come to life when I stepped close to it. I'll go back and hit it. First I'll claim this while it's safe. We got loads of these fucking eyeballs, huh? Buddha's eyeball. So we do put them in something. Ugh, I thought I jumped off the edge. Alright, now it's going to come to life, isn't it? I took the eyeball. They want me to initiate the fight. Fucking hell. What are you doing? Did it move? I hate that move because it really doesn't look to me like he's about to do it. This move sucks. I don't fuck with it. Can't move, got no fucking stamina left. No! Oh, wasn't even looking at my health. Fuck! How do, Rin? How do, lad? Rin is like, why are you misgendering me? I'm not. It's just what everyone says. You're just not English. Are you Canadian? Are you some sort of Canadian? I didn't know it when I found the name and started using it, but Oribus is the name of a demon. Yeah, I know. I have a similar demon that is based off of a demon from a book that appears in Dying Order in one of my D&D campaigns. Backseaters all come out for these games, don't they? They can't help themselves. I mean, some of them are polite, like the Altis Aura. My new best friend. My new best friend who said, "Can I do this?" And then a mod said, "No." And they just went, okay. The best person in the chat room, give him a sub. Someone give him a sub. My favourite type of backseat gamer. Hi Metal Stew, we're just normal men. We're just innocent men. That is one of the best clips of all time, isn't it? What is going on there? Is this the way? No, it wasn't, was it? Was it? Fucking Hulk Hogan. I know it's confusing, backseat gamers, because you hear me asking a lot of questions, but they're rhetorical questions. I'm not actually... Fucking Christ. I'm just speaking out loud because otherwise I'm not speaking and I'm streaming live on the internet right now. Oh my god. It's the most annoying type of enemy. Anything that slams the ground. The fucking Jinchuriki that were doing it to me as well. There you go. Theory's given you a worthy sub. Thank you, Theory. And then there was peace. I just love this game, and I'd love for every person to have its own playstyle, but I do not miss any content. Don't worry about that. I don't care. You just crack on with your life. And what I'll do is I'll crack on with mine. If I want help or like clarification, I'll explicitly ask for it. It'll be very obvious. Otherwise people just ruin everything and there's no point in me playing it. If it was just like every now and then someone was like, oh, do this, I literally couldn't give a fuck. But because once one person does it, everyone just doesn't shut the fuck up and it becomes the entire thing, and it just becomes, there's no point in me playing the game. Because everyone's just like, you walk forwards with 5 steps and do a left. On the left, you'll see an animal. Once if you hit the animal with the heavy strike, they'll be able to... And you're like, all right, well, you play it then. Why do I even hold the controller? You take it. Oh, you've already beaten the game? Then shut the fuck up. So it's like, you know. And it's not entirely your fault either, because it's like 2 or 3 people will be saying it. You know, and for that person, that one person, they've just said one thing, but there's like 3 or 4 people that have just said one thing, and so it becomes like the whole chat, because it's just the nature of a chat room, and it's just frustrating when like everyone's just telling you what to do rather than you getting to just play the game. Like, I want to play the game as close to how you played the game, which was just you hit start and played it by yourself alone in your bedroom. Or maybe you were there with like your brother or your friend, and the 2 of you would, every now and then, one of you would say one thing. Oh, if you look behind that rock, you see a thing. That's all good. But when it's like, when there's 100 people behind you being like, go left, go right, look behind that rock, pick up that thing. Oh, you want to use this armor? It's like, it overstimulates me. It makes me crazy. So we just do no backseating now. Even though I don't mind a little bit of backseat gaming, because it's impossible to differentiate between a little bit of backseat gaming and lots of backseat gaming. The only choice we have is no backseat gaming. And now I'm a tyrannical leader. And by just purely by, I'm now passively, I have transformed into a full tyrannical leader. And it's always a shame, because I really wouldn't mind a tiny bit, but it's just, it can't be done. Oh, I haven't even done this once, the thrust stance. I completely forgot about it. Let me try it. What was it? Complete waste of a point, really, wasn't it? I'll never use it again. And I'll never use it again. Can I take just that 1 point off? Until I do want it. I can. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? What a beautiful game. Let's do them. That's health recovery. And we'll do that. We're going to do this from now on. The smash stance. My apologies. I don't know what backseating is. It's alright. I also know it's annoying. It's frustrating when you're new to a stream, or you've been in 7 streams that day and all of those other streamers were like, it's just fine to backseat game, and you just don't even, you just assume that it's part, you're just like, okay to do it or whatever, and you go to another streamer and they're like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? And you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And also, it's frustrating because I'm just sitting here being like, what is that? What's over there? Who's this? What does that mean? What do these testicle men do? What do the Buddha's eyes mean? And it sounds like I'm asking a lot of questions. And that I want them answered, when really they're just rhetorical questions because I'm just speaking out loud because I'm streaming live on the internet and Twitch. It's very I know it's frustrating. And sometimes you come into a chat room and everyone's been backseat gaming all day, And me and the mods have been repeating ourselves over and over and over and over again. Hey, don't backseat, please. Hey, I don't want any help. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. And then you come in and you're like, oh, if you just go left, there's a twig down there. And then someone goes, just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. And you're like, what the fuck, man? He just went crazy at me for nothing. Only just arrived. Yeah, you know? You don't realize that you're number 57. You think you're number 1. It's just that's what it is, baby. It's the most annoying thing being when you're in a chat room. I also understand that how annoying it is watching someone just not know what they're doing in a game and being shit. And they're like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what I'm doing. And you're like, just go left, go to the fucking left. Just fuck it, go left. You just have to go left, bro. Just take a left. And then someone's like, fuck you, man. Fuck you, dude. And you're like, well, I shouldn't have played. And me watching Orcus's stream, watching him play Final Fantasy VIII and not saying anything was so difficult because he sucks at video games. He does. It is what it is. I love this game so far. I'm really enjoying it. But I've got to go. Got to get out of here. The backseat gamers have driven me mad. No, not really. I've got a D&D show to prep for tonight. If you want to watch me play D&D, I'm running 2 sessions of D&D a week at the moment on stream on Twitch, but not here, on another channel called Table Story. If you want to watch that, that starts in about 3 hours, a little under 3 hours on Table Story. Non-canon. It's a fun little romp, sort of a multiversal book story, teleport into a book story game. I don't know how to explain it. Just tune in and watch it. Otherwise, I will be back on Sunday where we play D&D right here. We do a Twitch Plays D&D game where you are the player and you can roll dice in the chat room and stuff if you want. And we're going to carry on with Black Myth Wukong on Monday. So that's Monday. I know some of you are only here to watch Black Myth Wukong. I'll see you on Monday for more of this brilliant game. I'm really enjoying it. Really good shit, dude. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. And good weekend if I don't see you. See you later. Bye. I said bye. Get out of here. Hi, Perry. I don't know if you came in and said hello and I missed it. If you didn't, hi. If you did, I'm sorry. Hi. And also, bye. I was quietly lurking in Perry's channel the other day. I have absolutely no idea what you're doing because you are highly intelligent and I'm not. But it was enjoyable. Alright. Thanks, everyone. D&D tonight. See you then. If not, bye. Oh, guys, Maya's back. We're just gonna carry on. Sorry, I didn't realize you were back, Maya. Let's just carry on playing the video game. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here. Go on and scram. Get the hell out of my sight right now.